morning, Internet. I have a package that arrived at my front door. I actually have two packages, but I'll get to that in a second. They weren't kidding. They gave me Pringles and a Coke. Sweet. Oh, and of course, now this smaller bag. Oh, yeah. It's my Switch Pro controller. And they also gave me another... they gave me another Pringles. And another bottle of Coke. Now, at this point, there's probably like a million unboxings of these things. So I actually just wanted to show you guys the comparison between I have a Switch OLED, an original Switch, and the original Pro controller. So on top of unboxing, I wanted to give you guys a general idea externally as well as internally of the different consoles. All right, welcome to my desk. So let's start with the Switch 2 controller. I have someone who's been primarily maining the, wow, this knife is really dull. I've been someone who's been maining the Switch 2 Pro controller. I actually got the original Switch Pro controller because I began playing Mario Strikers Battle League. And from what I've been told, it's basically the exact same thing as the original Switch Pro controller. Ooh, yeah, nice matte, except that it has buttons on the back and it has a game chat button. It also has a headphone jack. My original Switch Pro controller is a little bit beat up, but it has this like matte finish compared to the original, which is a little more glossy. All the buttons seem to be the same. I think they're the exact same size too. This one, it feels a little bit nicer because of the coating though. And it actually has a headphone jack. I'm not sure if you can see that. In place of where the Switch indicator was originally. Oh, and then of course you've got the game chat button, and then you've got two more additional buttons on the back, which I completely forgot about, did not know about that. And they moved the indicator to the top of the screen. It's actually kind of lackluster, it's just a cable. Good old Nintendo cable for charging. I have a bunch of USB-C cables. That's a nice thing about modern technology. They all use the same cable. Let's move you aside. Let's get to the star show attraction. Let's talk Nintendo. Is this upside down? It is upside down, okay. Whoops, my bad. Should be open like this. There it is. Though the packaging is a little different too. They actually have, because the Joy-Cons are bigger, I assume, they have them stored separated like a diagonal slant. You know, I was told that this is not going to be an OLED screen. So I have the OLED Switch, and you can see just the size difference. It is a larger screen, both physically and also just the amount of stuff that it has on it. I'm gonna boot that up, let that get going. And we'll compare the image quality in a second with the OLED Switch. So, for those of you guys who've been keeping up with the Nintendo stuff, you know that these are no longer like slide on, these are now magnetic, which they certainly are. That's actually surprisingly satisfying. There you go. Wow, that is like the size of a Steam Deck. I'm actually gonna, yeah, that is a massive size difference. But here's a size comparison with the original Switch. Yeah, I have to turn on the screen so you can see. This is actually, my sister is currently using this Switch. As you can tell, a lot of Zelda stuff going on. You know, even for being an LED, it's actually really good. If you told me this was an OLED, I might have bought it for a second. They are not that far off, which is crazy. While this is being set up for my internet, I don't want to show my password. Let's see what else is in the, why is this still so heavy? Oh, it's the Mario Kart World stuff. So they put the Mario Kart World content at the bottom. Here is your cable. And of course they have the, this is HDMI cable, not a charging cable. Scratch off for download code, okay. So it is a download option. They have the, oh, they're hollow, look at that. There's a gap in them. Look at that. And they have like a little gap for the thing to go inside of. I never used it, even on the original Switch, so probably not gonna use it here either, but you know, it's nice to see, nice to see. Like the original, actually, hello, this actually reminds me, how am I going to, how do you take the things off? Okay, there's a trigger on the back. You can see right here. There's a trigger on the back, and then the entire thing just pops out. That is a really nice, satisfying. I never used this, I don't even know what to call it, contraption, where it keeps everything all neat and tidy, but it is nice to see that it does come pre-bundled with the Switch too. Okay, snap you back on. That's really satisfying. It also does have like a locking mechanism, so it's not going to come off. So you don't have to worry about that, which is nice. Ooh, that's just a hefty power brick. That's just a, this is the original power brick from the Nintendo Switch. I'm sure you've all seen it a million times, right? This is a Nintendo's 2 Switch brick. It's an actual brick with like a USB-C. Wow, my camera does not want to focus today. It's a USB-C port to stuff all this packaging back in, but last but not least, we have the dock itself. It's got a chunk to it. It does have the two USB-Cs on the side. That's really useful because I use both of them for charging stuff. And just, again, it's going to be bigger, as you could assume. I have the Switch OLED box here. It's just bigger. So that it gives you an idea of like the size difference between the two. What the heck is this thing open? No, there you go. I was about to say, it can't be that complicated. So AC adapter. I have an HDMI sitting behind this pile of boxes right here, so I'll plug that in when I can. Oh, the dock definitely feels cheap. I think it's worse because it's rounded and concave and thicker. It feels more plasticky than the original. So that's, I don't know if that really matters that much, but first impressions, that's what I'm getting. Oh, I completely forgot about that. Yes, they did change the kickstand. So it actually is like, it's kind of more, almost like a hollowed out version of the Switch OLED one, right? I don't know. I actually do like the Switch OLED one a bit better because it's just a solid piece of plastic. Well, it's currently in the process of being set up. When this is finished done, downloading the update or restart, all that fun jazz, finish connecting it on my own time. Anyway, there you go. I hope you enjoyed that little unboxing preview, and I hope to see you guys in Mario Kart World. All right. Oh, by the way, if you're watching this, the day of, like as soon as you see this go live, I am going to be live streaming Mario Kart World on this very YouTube channel. So be sure to like, comment, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. And I have so many ideas planned. And when the competitive scene gets up and running, I'm going to be getting into tutorials, back to the old grindstone. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys all next time. Okay, I need to start editing this video.